The Sacrifice of Tradition is one of the best songs I've ever heard in a video game. Today, we're going to be listening to The Sacrifice of Tradition from Ghost of Tsushima. I think that the solo instrument here, is that the shakuhachi, reflects Jin's journey, which has become a very solo, singular journey. Jin leaves the way of the samurai and the way of tradition and becomes something else entirely to protect his people, to protect his homeland. And underneath, we have that long bowing, which signifies the tension in the moment. Now, of course, if you've played Ghost of Tsushima, you know what moment this is that I'm referring to, and I would prefer to not spoil it, simply because this is such a phenomenal moment in the game. But you hear which we understand is Jin's motive, which makes sense. We hear that in the very beginning, Jin Sakai. It's such a somber moment and a somber sound quality and somber reflection, and it signifies so much pain that Jin and his family and his father and his uncle and all this suffering, I think it represents that so beautifully. In some ways, I wonder if this section doesn't reflect Lord Shimura, although this is not the same motive that he has in his theme on the CD, on the album. But there is that sort of quality of like a juxtaposition between one and the other, which makes sense given the context. We're left with the question. We're not left with something that resolves. We're left with something that's open-ended. And that's intentional. If you've played the game, you understand why. This intensity, I don't have to tell you this is a battle between life and death, of honor and glory, and the way of the past and the way of the future, and the identity that these people, these characters carry. It's profound. And so this music really highlights the agony and the pain and the suffering that goes into this conflict that we're face to face with, and the sacrifice of tradition and what it means to these characters, what tradition means. And do you evolve or do you not? And I think it's incredibly powerful. This is a very short and sweet episode because this music, it's some of my favorite. I listen to it every day. Strikes me right to my core, and it's fantastic to listen to. As always, if you like this sort of stuff, there is more Ghost of Tsushima on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.